and welcome to Nagaland TV. You are watching English Primetime News. Here are the headlines. Mizoram government writes to centre against Assam blocking National Highway 306. Seeks centre's immediate intervention to lift economic blockade. Any youth Congress units attack Assam government over border violence. Seeks Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sharma's removal. Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee says opposition-less government has nothing to do with Naga political solution. Star shuttler PV Sindhu makes her way to quarter-finals of Tokyo Olympics 2020. Assam MC Maricom crashes out of pre-quarter finals in boxing. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Thursday asked the government not to waste more time of parliament and let the opposition raise issues. And now the news in detail. Mizoram Home Secretary Laiban Sisaki on Wednesday wrote to Union Home Ministry alleging that National Highway 306 and other roads connecting Mizoram with the rest of the country had been blocked by neighbouring Assam since Monday. The Mizoram government is seeking centre's immediate intervention to lift the economic blockade that claims that the Assam government has put in place. This comes 2 days after the violence that broke out at Assam-Mizoram border. National Highway 306 is the main highway for the flow of essential goods into Mizoram as per the letter. The State Home Secretary also alleged that the railway lines had been destroyed or removed by miscreants in Assam in at least 2 railway stations in Hailakandi district of Assam. The Mizoram government claimed that such an economic blockade was earlier implemented by Assam for nearly a month in October 2020 when tensions escalated at the border. In a joint press statement, presidents of youth Congress units from Nagaland, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh condemned the act of Assam government that allegedly led to border violence resulting casualties along Assam-Mizoram border on July 26th. The statement also slammed Assam government for showing aggression and use of force against this neighbouring state in recent years. The Youth Congress unit of the 4 states also criticized Assam CM Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, as the release said that since Sharma has taken charge of Assam, such incidents have become more rampant. They also demanded immediate removal of Dr. Sharma from the Chief Minister's post, as his actions only aggravating the situation and maligning the image of the neighbouring states. Further, the youth wing of Congress termed the violence as a total failure of Northeast Democratic Alliance and said that NEDA was not created for development or unity of Northeastern states, but only to grab political power by any means for BJP-led NDA. Moving on, the ancient and historic Rajabari situated in Dimapur besides is one of the city's most popular tourist attraction as an archaeological site. However, the COVID pandemic has hit the tourism sector and Rajabari also faced the wrath of coronavirus. As Nagaland continues with the restriction of movement of tourists, amid this lockdown, the historic Rajabari wears a deserted look without visitors.
Aji yete ahine ase Kachari Rajabari, one of the first and the most popular archaeological site Nagaland karne aru Dimapur de itu first aru sobse purna ase archaeological site itu to tate ahine ase to icha amian khobor pa hisab te to kun kibe allowed nai gune kuine ase bitor de gushule holbi man aji ahya do mohan bi entry to panai manu allowed to panai holbi man aji ahine sawo para do dikho para do yete itu site ekta do public tourist kan ahe yete la local hulibi bahar ba huli bishi manu ahine itu jaga do lok kur thake visit kur thake aro they have a good time tahan ekdom bhal bhai boi thake aro poila nishna tu etu jaga tu ekdom letra kiba ekta tu thakise maintenance tu thake nai holibi icha saise gole tu apni han bi dikhi pabo itahan de bhal bra tahan ki rest house holibi bathroom khan holibi anything tahan ekdom bhal bra maintain kurna rakhi ase aro jaga bi ekdom bhal bra trim kurne bhal bra gas khan bi sapa kurna rakhi ase to khali duk la khota tu ase icha kun ki bi allowed nai because of the pandemic karne sob jaga de bon hwa nishna etu bon hoina ase etu karne aji etu la khobore dibo lai ase mohan apni han sai thakbi NLTV moi aramachumi mola camera person.
In an initiative to help student community with the ongoing pandemic, Mount Mary College, Chumukadima, Dimapur issued a notice with regard to free education and admission where special offer will be provided. This was briefly stated by Lipok Chetan, the administrator of Mount Mary College. The special offers include free education for students who lost their parents due to COVID. Free education for those securing 80% and above in HSLC and HSSLC. Another scheme mentions free education for PWD and unprivileged students securing 70% and above, and finally making it admission free for all.
Mount Mary College, Chumukidima, Dimapur de ide free admission or free education laga notice olagena ase IB amikan chagina takan laga administration logo de idula janकारी hun lobo.
A very good afternoon to all of you. I would just like to highlight something about our college and the facilities that we are offering because of COVID-19. Point I want to highlight is that free education for all the students who have lost their parents, both parents, due to COVID-19. Secondly, free education for students securing 80% and above. That is for both HSLC and HSSLC. Thirdly, free education for people with disability. Free admission is given to all the students. That is new admission, first semester students from all the streams, both arts, science, and commerce. Those are some of the facilities for our students that has just come up within these few days. In fact, this decision was taken just yesterday, and it has been circulated in the newspapers advertisement, so that through this we will help our student community who are in need and who really wants to study.
The supposed accident of a judge in Jharkhand's Dhanbad has taken a chilling turn after a CCTV footage from the scene revealed that a tempo driver deliberately ran over him during his morning walk. The footage shows the Jharkhand judge jogging by the roadside when the tempo started moving from the middle of the road towards the sidewalk, even when the entire road looks empty. The tempo is then seen knocking down the judge and speeding ahead while he lies motionless on the roadside. The time recorded on the CCTV footage shows that the incident took place around 5 a.m. on Wednesday. Till Wednesday, it was presumed that the Dhanbad judge had died in a road accident. However, after the CCTV footage surfaced, a murder angle has come to the fore. Police have found that the stolen tempo was used to run over the judge, though bystanders rushed judge to Anand to a medical college. Doctors declared him dead on arrival. The Supreme Court has taken note of the judge's death. According to some reports, the judge had recently rejected the bail petition of two members of a gang based in Uttar Pradesh who are accused in a high-profile murder case. However, the police said it is soon to establish any connection between the bail hearing and the ostensible accident. The police said had arrested an auto driver in the murder case. Two aides of the auto driver have also been nabbed from Girdhi, while the tempo has also been seized.
जो भी आज घटना हुई है उसमें पुलिस द्वारा अनुसंधान किया जा रहा है और अलग-अलग टीमें हैं इसमें लगी हुई है और जितने भी बिंदु अभी तक सामने आ रहे हैं, जितने भी पहलू सामने आ रहे हैं, सभी पहलुओं पर जांच की जा रही है और जो जांच की स्थिति है उससे आपको समय-समय पर अवगत कराया जाए।
लेकिन जो वीडियो के सामने आया है उससे देखने से ऐसा लगता है कि यह एक साधारण एक्सीडेंट का मामला नहीं है। जो जिस प्रकार से ऑटो आया और ऐसा लगता है देखने से कि जानबूझ करके उसने धक्का मारा। तो हम तो इसकी मांग करते हैं कि सीबीआई से जांच कराई जाए।
Going on to the next story. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Thursday asked the government not to waste more time of parliament and let the opposition raise issues of inflation, farmer and Pegasus in the House. He also said that the foundation of India's democracy is that parliamentarians should be the voice of people and discuss issues of national importance. And according to Gandhi, the Modi government is not allowing smooth functioning of the same. The opposition has been demanding a discussion on the Pegasus snooping issue and the repeal of the new farm laws in Parliament. Over time, there continues to be a deadlock in Parliament over the Pegasus snooping issue, with the opposition demanding a discussion and a Supreme Court monitored probe into it, while the government is saying it is not done by them. Complete lockdown will be imposed in Kerala on July 31st and August 1st due to rising COVID-19 cases in the state. Meanwhile, in a bid to stem the unabated rise in new COVID-19 infections, the centre is sending a 6-member team to Kerala. The team, headed by the National Centre for Disease Control Director S.K. Singh, will reach Kerala Friday and visit some districts reporting a high case positivity rate. Kerala has been recording a steady rise in new infections, with an active caseload of 1.54 lakh as of updated news. Kerala accounts for 37.1% of the total cases in the country. Average daily cases being reported in the state are above 17,443. 6 districts are reporting more than 10% weekly positivity, the statement stated. PV Sindhu, the Rio Olympic silver medalist, came up with a clinical display against world 12th and highly talented Mia Blifet, beating the Danish shuttler in a game point 21-15, 21-13. Sindhu defeated the Danish shuttler in just 41 minutes in her round of 16 match at the Mushahino Forest Plaza in Tokyo. The world number 7 stormed into the quarterfinals of the women's singles badminton event at the Tokyo Olympics on Thursday. Sindhu will now face the winner of the round 16 match between 4th seed Akane Yamaguchi of Japan and 12th seed Kim in the quarterfinal on Friday. Six-time world champion MC Mary Com's journey at the Tokyo Olympics came to an end today when she fought to Ingrid Victoria Valencia in her women's flyweight pre-quarters. However, the 7th day of Tokyo 2020 began on a rousing note as ace shuttler PV Sindhu defended Denmark's Mia Blifet to enter the quarterfinals. Following by that, Indian men's hockey team beating defending champions Argentina 3-1 to confirm a spot in the last 8th stage alongside boxer Satish Kumar entering the men's 91 kg quarterfinals with a 4-1 win against Jamaican Ricardo Brown. In archery, Atanu Dash ends up with a tied with Chinese Taipei's Yongcheng Ding at 5-5 in the first 16th elimination match, but wins in a shoot-off to progress to the pre-quarters. Meanwhile, Manu Bhaker finished 5th with a score of 292, while Rahi Sarnobat stands at 18th spot with a score of 287 in 25-meter women's pistol qualification precision stage. Swimmer Sarjan Prasad finished second in heat of 200-meter butterfly with a timing of 53.45. Sri Lanka beat a COVID-hit Indian team by 4 wickets in the second T20 International on Wednesday to level the three-match series 1-1 at R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo. Chasing a challenging target of 133 on a slow pitch at the R. Premadasa Stadium, the Lankans crossed the finish line in a final over. Thanks to the handy 7th wicket partnership between Dhananjay De Silva and Chamika Karunarapatne. De Silva top scored with an unbeaten 40 to guide Sri Lanka home along with Karunaratne, who remained not out on 12. Earlier, Sri Lankans restricted India to 132 for 5 on a sluggish wicket. Shikhar Dhawan top scored with 40 off 42 balls. India only had 4 specialist batsmen in their lineup along with wicketkeeper Sanju Samson due to the unavailability of the 9 regulars by virtue of COVID scare, as Krunal Pandya was tested positive couple of days ago. The third and final T20I will be played at the same venue in Colombo on July 29th. The Indian Meteorological Department has predicted that several states across the nation are likely to receive heavy to very heavy rainfall during the next few days due to low pressure area over South Bangladesh and adjoining North Bay of Bengal and West Bengal. It is likely to move westward across West Bengal, Jharkhand and Bihar during the next 48 hours, the department said. It said that the current spell of widespread rain and isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall is likely to continue over Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh till July 30th. The weather department added that fairly widespread to widespread rainfall with isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall is likely to occur over Orissa, Gangetic West Bengal, Jharkhand and Bihar till July 30th and over past Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh till July 31st. India reported 43,509 fresh COVID-19 cases on Thursday, taking the country's active caseload to over 4,03,000, and the country reported 640 deaths in the last 24 hours. Apart from the fresh COVID-19 cases, India has also recorded 38,465 recoveries in the last 24 hours, with a recovery rate standing at 97.38%. According to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare sources, a day before, on Wednesday, the country had reported almost the same number of cases. Top 5 states which have registered the maximum cases in the latest spike are Kerala with 22,056 cases, followed by Maharashtra with 6,857 cases, Andhra Pradesh with 2,010 cases, Tamil Nadu with 1,756 cases and Odisha with 1,703 cases. 79.02% of the new COVID cases have been reported from these 5 states, with Kerala alone responsible for 50.69% of new cases. Going on to the next story, one Ugandan national has been arrested for traveling forged visa papers by Dimapur police today. Preliminary investigation also uncovered that the individual is involved in the black dollar scam for duping people of money in exchange for fake dyed currency-sized notes. A case has been regged in Dimapur East PS in regard. We'd like to remind our viewers again that one Ugandan national has been arrested for traveling on forged visa papers by Dimapur police today. Preliminary investigation also uncovered that the individual is involved in black dollar scam for duping people of money in exchange for fake dyed currency size notes. A case has been registered in Dimapur East PS in this regard. Once again, we'd like to tell our viewers that one Ugandan national has been arrested for traveling on forced visa papers by Dimapur police today. Preliminary investigations also uncovered that the individual is involved in the black dollar scam for duping people of money in exchange of fake dyed currency notes. A case has been registered in Dimapur East Police Station in this regard. Going on to the next story. As Olympic fever has gripped the entire world, Nagaland seems to be no exception when it comes to cheering the Indian contingent that went to Tokyo Olympics 2020. However, it is also a matter of disappointment that when neighboring Manipur is producing several international athletes who went on to represent India in Olympics, there is a drought in Nagaland. It has failed to produce Olympians after Tiao and Chekrovelo. In an exclusive interview with NLTV, head coach of Sai Sports Authority of India spoke on several issues that needs to be addressed so that Nagaland can become one of frontrunners in sporting arena. Now, let us have a look at what the coach had to say on various issues regarding the sports infrastructure of Nagaland.
Regarding the Olympic, so I would like to, my heartiest inspiration to especially all the people of Nagas for at least Olympian in early years, our respectable Tiao, Dr. Tiao and the Chakrabalu Shru in the archery level. Not only about the Tiao, he led the Indian team also in the Olympic, but he was there as a student of medicines at Calcutta. Then Chakrabalu also represented from Jharkhand. Why? Nagaland, I hope so. If we work together, at least minimum 12 years, all district, all administration, all technician, like coaches, trainers, and the media also taking a huge amount of inspiration in all angles, not in the sports. Without media, there will be nothing, I would like to say. Yeah, I'm not telling about this, I'm having with the two media persons. In fact, one should appreciate the sports person, 1% by Sokobulu. We need the whole history of his fathers, how he grown up, how she grown up, and how their environments. Like this, we have to research its and minute things. Then we can come up to the sea. I came to know through media, Mirabai Chanu stay at home only 5 days during the 5 years training session. Only 5 days she stayed with their parents in Impal. I know earlier since 1981, I played for Nagaland Forest football team at Mokokchung, 81 and 82. I represented Nagaland Forest department in the year 1981 and 82. I played there in Mokokchung. This is the first my experience of Nagaland footballs. Then after that, I was in police, Central Police Organization, CRPF, as a sub-inspector. I used to meet all Nagaland police football team frequently. Every all India police meet all over country of this India. Then we met very friendly, very talented. How? Something is missing.
What is that missing?
What is missing? We have to find out from political side, from bureaucratic side, the businessman side, the technical side, education department will take first priority because through physical education teacher at school level, they have to train it, they have to give the foundation of the game and sports through physical education teacher. Then yearly class-wise competition, then school competition, district-wise, inter-state, like this. We cannot make, there is a proverb, Rome was not built in a day.
So you agree that Nagaland school system they are missing physical education. Is that true?
Yes, this is true. What do you see? Dimapur is an school competition at middle school level, high school level, higher secondary level. Level wise, we cannot mix up it because yes, factors, their CNS, central nervous system, the maturity list. That yes, higher education and the high school is very near to elite sports. They can start sub junior, junior, youth, then come up to professional level. So as earlier I mentioned you, that there is something missing that we have to find out by gathering all of us. Not only the political science, not only the sports person, not only the talented boys, girls. Environment is also taking a lot of rights because if their environment is not good, there will be no development of sports. Yeah, fencing, no nothing. This way, have the MOU, Memorandum of Understanding with the high school through government of India or government of the Manipur side. It is only we maintain, but all outsiders used to come free and even I could see the motoring inside the ground. Then we have to pass each and every thing. How we can say we are locals that, as I mentioned earlier, environment. They should know it about.
Okay, so the surrounding colony youths,
Colony is very good.
they support you.
Each and everyone. I'm getting the all support.
So if you are getting support, then how comes motor car they are flying in your ground?
We need a proper fencing. You see, they have the wall, then they tore it, and they used to come to the side also. This side also they're having the gate. How they come, how they enter.
So which means lack of security system.
Security system.
Lack of security system.
Same we have to find out first. Then environment. Sometimes we used to talk interaction with the local peoples and all. Then I used to talk with my friends and elders and younger also. Still I am maintaining their ground. They want to play this. They provided the machine. They used to this. Then even the petrol also I used to expand. First Asian medal, then the Olympic medals.
Is there any chances Nagaland can?
A lot of chances. If we work together.
Potential is
Yeah, a lot of potential. See, the others games will mine it on me, but I would like to say special area games. With the Nordic people, it is normally 5'8", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", then 5'4", 2. So, what sports will be suited? Like weightlifting, judo, wrestling, boxing, even the weight category, age category. So we have to produce. I will not mention all others game.
So one message to the sportsmen of Nagaland.
Yes. Okay. Be work, be sincere, be honest. Sports as well as your general education. We have to collect a lot of information through general education. Anthropometry, nutrition regarding it through we have to earn from the general education also. Regarding the
That is all for now. This is Gargi Deka signing off. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates. Meteorological Department has predicted that several states across the nation are likely to receive heavy to heavy rainfall during the next few days due to a low pressure area over South Bangladesh and adjoining North Bay of Bengal and West Bengal. It is likely to move westward across the West